Hey guys, Tonic here. Lately I've been getting a lot of questions about my character build, what it is and how I put out the amount of damage that I do. In this video I just kind of want to show off my perk cards, show off some of the good weapons that you can use with it, and in general just give some useful tips for an anti-armor build. So, let's hop right into it. First off, let's give a little example of what my build is capable of. This right here is me going down to the glass cavern and taking on some scorched beasts, and you're putting out a solid amount of damage with this. Now this build is kind of geared towards those who want to get the damage of a bloodied or a junkie build but don't want to have the low health or the addictions. You can be full health with zero addictions and play it perfectly fine. Let's take a look at the weapons that I run with this build. This is my go-to for smaller enemies like scorched ghouls or mole rats or something like that. It's a anti-armor handmade. I have the suppressor on it and some stuff to help with recoil. So this one right here is my baby. This thing is the anti-armor fixer. It's a 25-25, which means it's a 25 faster fire rate and a 25% less VATS action points cost. Now I have the powerful automatic receiver, automatic just like the AK, and I also have the jack-o'-lantern paint on there. And if you didn't know, you can put skins on fixers now after that one wasteland update. So do go do that because you won't be able to scrap it with the skin, and it just also looks a lot cooler. This thing I really don't use too much anymore, but it's still a good accessory to have just in case I need to switch to it really quick and finish off an enemy. This is a 25 faster fire rate anti-armor 10mm submachine gun. And there's really not much to it. It's not the best, it doesn't even really compare to the rifles, but it's just fun to run around with sometimes. Now a build video is nothing without the perk cards of course, because this makes the entire build and my weapons would be almost useless without them. So starting off with strength, this is all just kind of for that extra carry weight. Going over to perception is where it starts to get pretty important. Master Commando, and Expert Commando all give me plus 20 to my rifle damage, my automatic rifle damage in particular. So I'm looking at a plus 60 automatic rifle damage boost between having these three. Tank Killer is awesome, it ignores 36% of armor. On top of that, my anti-armor for my weapons ignore 50, so you're looking at ignoring 80% of armor, which is huge. And then going over to Concentrated Fire, phenomenal perk card. I would never not use this again. It is amazing. And it lets you target the head, arms, legs. It's so nice just for those sweet headshots that you don't even have to aim for. You can just VATS them right in the head and get that damage bonus. Ironclad, because I wear my Chinese stealth armor a lot. These two are pretty useless. I just kind of had some points of charisma. And I honestly should probably get rid of the Lone Wanderer one because most of the time we all play in groups now anyways. But the Tenderizer is nice because your first shot will do the normal damage and the next shot after that will do a plus 5 or a 5% bonus damage. So it's not much, but it's always nice to have. Gunsmith, my weapons break a lot slower, I can repair them better, and also you can craft way better magazines and grips and stuff like that for your weapon. Agility is super important for this build because I love to use VATS a lot, so my Action Girl helps me regenerate those VATS points. This one right here just helps me with my carry weight. Covert Operative is awesome. Normally when you shoot someone in sneaking mode, it gives you a plus 2% or a 2 times multiplier on the damage. So this will actually make it 2.5 times. Doesn't really seem like a lot, but you're looking at an extra 30 to 40 damage on each shot, and that is huge. Born Survivor is nice just because, you know, when you're in a big fight, sometimes you're not paying attention to your health, and it saves me a lot. Escape Artist is awesome because this build is very powerful when you're sneaking, and when you're not sneaking, it's not the best. So if you do get detected, you can crouch, sneak away, and just like that, you're back in sneak mode and your damage is multiplied by 2. Awesome. Gung Fu, super cool. When you kill one enemy and your VATS swaps to the next one, it's plus 10 damage, and then after that one it's plus 20. So nice. And then White Knight, my armor breaks 60% more slowly, and that is amazing for Chinese stealth armor because it's a pain to repair. And real quick, sorry if this is taking a while. I never do build videos, so I'm not the best at explaining perk cards. But within the last category, Bloody Mess is huge, extra 15% bonus damage. Grim Reaper Sprint, awesome. Any kill in VATS is a 25% chance to restore all your VATS points, so that is super helpful. Better criticals, amazing if you're a VATS character. You're able to get criticals to do way more damage. Mine do 30% more damage, so it's just a huge buff on top of all the others. Going down to Class Freak, the negative effects of your mutations are reduced, and because this build I do have a few mutations like the Marsupial and the Egghead. And then Starch Genes is just you can never get cured of your mutations and they're kind of with you forever. Now at the legendary perks. I am level 230, so some of you will not have all these slots, and I don't even have the last slot. You need a 300 for it. I'm really grinding for it because I really want that last slot. Now, follow through is amazing in concept, super nice if you fire in bursts. However, if you fire a full automatic stream, it doesn't really kick in. It's weird. I'll show you a quick example of it. So right here is a Scorched Deathclaw, and as you can kind of see, it takes a second for that damage bonus to kick in. Once he gets turned around here. It went from 85 to the 125, and it doesn't take forever, it does just take a few shots. Something kind of weird, and I really hope they address that pretty soon. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's intended, but it's always been like that for me. It takes 1 to 3 shots for that bonus to kind of kick in. Next, I have the Master Infiltrator fully upgraded, and it is amazing. I love being able just to walk up to a safe and check out what's inside of it, and same with the computer. You get into a lot of areas you really weren't able to get into before unless you had all your perk cards dedicated to lockpicking and hacking. It's just an all-around nice quality of life perk. Ammo Factory is super nice. I only have a 2-star. I want to be able to keep going, and I am saving up some perk points for it right now. It just produces more ammunition when crafting. Next up, I have my Legendary Strength, and that again is just to help with my carry weight. Then I have 2 points in Legendary Luck, and that is where my Grim Reaper Sprint comes in. And I plan to keep upgrading that because there's a few more nice perks in there I'd like to have in my build. Now I'm outside of West Tech, and I will be using my Anti-Armor Fixer. And I just kind of want to again show off the possibility of damage with this build. So right here, I'm going to start off with the first enemy. And right here I actually just got detected, so this can kind of show you the damage difference being detected. It's easily a half drop off, if not more. But then if I crouch with that one perk card, I do go back into caution, and my damage bonus is back. And just like that, the whole place is cleared out. Another great tip right now is that the market is still dominated by bloodied weapons and junkied weapons. So if you go around to some vending machines, you are actually able to find anti-armor weapons for relatively cheap. A bloodied fixer versus an anti-armor fixer is a huge price difference, and it just makes a world of difference for those newer players that really want to get into a bloodied build or a junkie build but just don't have the caps to buy the proper weaponry for it. So an anti-armor build is a great starting build, and even for late game players like myself, still very viable and very easy to maintain. Now I do want to say that I am not a character build YouTuber by any means. I am not even the best at building. For all I know, this build could be horrible. I'll leave some nice ones in the comments like Angry Turtle and TYR. They make amazing character builds, put a lot of thought in it, and really just kind of get down to the nit and grit of each part. But I just thought this one was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great one.